Hello, hello, and welcome once again. J76NY here, playing the historical battles as the Confederates in Grand Tactician, the Civil War. We are up to the Battle of Chickamauga. We are in a serious losing streak, so hopefully this battle will break that streak. As you see, we have actually the manpower advantage in this battle, which is kind of nice. We are going to be going into battle with Braxton Bragg, Leonidas Polk, Daniel Hill, Simon Buckner, Sr., William H.T. Walker, John Bell Hood, and Nathaniel Bedford Forrest. We have a lot of cavalry in this, so I am going to try and use them as kind of the shock troops, I guess you could say. I may do some charging in this, which I very rarely do. It seems like cavalry, at least in the campaigns, tend to break quite easily, so I haven't really used the cavalry charge to its full advantage. We'll see if we can change that here. We're going to be going up against 60,000 Union soldiers under William Rosecrans, George H. Thomas, Alexander McCook, Thomas Crittenden, Gordon Granger, and Robert Mitchell. So let's get into the Battle of Chickamauga, September 18th, 1863. From the Secretary of War to General Braxton Bragg. Since your letter was written, the evacuation of Chattanooga and other movements on your part may have rendered more difficult and doubtful an attack on Burnside's advancing columns, but seem to necessitate a prompt blow at Rosecrans. May yet be safe and pardonable in me to express the conviction that early and decisive action against one or the other of the advancing columns of the enemy is essential to success in the campaign. General Walker's division will move to Alexander's Bridge or Bryham's Ford and there cross the Chickamauga. Buckner will move on Thedford's Ford and there across the river. Polk will move at the same hour and by pressing, engage the attention of the enemy at Gordon's Mills and be prepared to move by his right flank to cross the river at the nearest ford. Excuse me. The cavalry of General Pegram will cover the front of Walker and Buckner, and that of General Armstrong, the front of Polk. Okay. So Walker will move to Alexander or Bryham. Buckner will move to Theard. Let's take a look here. I want to see if we have everyone we're going to... Oh, we don't. Let's see. 34 hours. Oh, boy. Hood's division, 18 hours. All right. So we don't have everyone that we have on the field right now. Looks like we've got quite the force, though. All right, with more concentrated down in the south. All of the objectives are on the other side of the river, so we're going to have to get across. We've got Union coming in from the north and the south. All right, let's take a look and see what we have here. Okay, here's Bedford Forrest. He's got a force of about 6,000 cavalry. And we already see some cavalry out for the Union here. So let's, here's Longstreet's corps. Say anything at all about having Longstreet under John Bell Hood. Okay. Well, whatever. We don't have a whole lot here. Looking for... It's 3,600 men. I'm going to start by detaching all of our commanders here. So they can operate independently of the main command. We'll leave all these guys as is, and that's Cheatham's division was 6,000. Anderson was roughly the same. 4,000 here. Hmm. All right, we're going to move Polk. Actually, let's just do this by division here. You moved up here. The problem is being on this side of the river, we're going to have some troubles if they're stacked up defending the far shore. So, okay, Cheatham. Have you come right down here like this. Just hold position behind them. Stewart. This whole, let's see. We're going to hold them right here for now. 4,000 men. Put them right here. Actually, we're going to change that. The order to halt. Before they even move. I'm going to move this whole reserve corps here up over here. Like this. That way it frees up the crossings for all of these guys here. Okay, these guys are in moving. Get you up here. Get you up here. Then Walker's moving up here. Forest. These two guys are waiting for the order to detach. Let's push play. See what kind of ground we're looking at. Speed up a little bit here. Get everybody in motion. Move you down like this so that our guns have good line of sight. We could take on that cavalry that's over there in the crossing. Looks like they are actually coming at us. You take single line formation. Well, they do have, it looks like, 2 brigades coming across right now. Unless those are scouts. Right, these guys are moving into position, kind of. We outnumber them as of right now. We have the morale advantage. Okay. Have you get up here. Bring our guns forward. Hopefully they can fire down this road. Right. Tempted to bring Pegram down to assist here. But really what I think I should do is get them across first. Okay. Right. We are moving into position here. Doesn't look like you could probably put out some skirmishers from this brigade right here. This one is not really an option. They do have Enfield rifles, so they've got a decent range on them. There's brigade. All right, we are moving in towards the crossings here. Let's take you and move you across, seeing as you are in a fairly good position to do so. Get you across over here. Just where are you moving to? You haven't started moving yet. Okay, these guys look like they're kind of a jumbled mess here. They still haven't started moving. Okay, so far the only enemy that we've sighted is up here. It's cavalry. We are firing on them. The Lightning Brigade. They are idle over here. Let's just move them up a little bit and get them in range. Alright, we are getting across this bridge here. Looks like we've got some artillery down here. The 18th Indiana was 60 guns. Alright, so let's actually send out some skirmishers from these two. Have them come up and deal with those guns there. They're crossing there. Just is holding position for the time being. Alright, we got some more Union forces over on this side of the river. 1st Brigade. Whoops. Well, they... Alright. Give them orders to halt. These guns down here. Yeah, they are kind of stacked up over here. Anderson. We're going to have a hard time crossing over here. Get you firing long range. It's going to create a hell of a bottleneck. Get our guns up here. All right, we're going to bring, let's see. All right, they're coming across nicely. All right, we got more guns on this side of the river. Actually, those are the guns we saw earlier. Bring you guys up and get ready to cross. Okay, what are we doing up here? Like we might have driven them back across the river. Let's bring our guns up a little more. Hopefully they can get line of sight across the river. Bring 1st Brigade up. Or Johnson's Brigade to hit 1st Brigade. They're in cover now, but kind of have to take the initiative here and start moving them in. We're going to get across the river. All right. Have you move over here for now so we can get the other division across. Forces Brigade. Let's move you like this. Okay. Very narrow crossing. We're going to have to really fight for this one. Want to get our guns up so they can start firing on this detachment. See if we can dislodge them from this position. We may have to bring these guys around and come down. They're a mess trying to get across this bridge. Yeah, they're trying to go where they can't. Although they might just do it. Who knows? These guys are coming across up here. Just have you come over here. Hopefully you don't get too messed up trying to get across in this big mess. Buckner. Right, what are we looking at up here? We are taking casualties in our skirmishers, which is unfortunate. Have you go long range, come out. You got to get some fire on those guns so we can get across here. You come over here. No line of sight so far for our artillery. Let's get them right up here behind these skirmishers. Right, we are capturing this objective here. We are putting fire on the 1st Brigade that's holding the other side of the bridge here. Get you right up. They are firing into 1st Brigade as well. Guns are firing. Yep. Up in the north. Moving fairly. Reed's Bridge is taken. Moving fairly well. We still have a couple brigades that are a little messed up trying to get into position, but so far the north is progressing decently. Right, these skirmishers aren't doing anything at all. Really want you to hit them. Right. They cheat them. Like they are kind of making a push down here. Let's have Cheatham come up over here. That's a kind of a double-edged sword with it being so narrow down here. We can't get across, but neither can they. Although it looks like they're about to try. Our guns are firing. Get this brigade up. Get you over here. Yeah, looks like they're making a pretty good push from right here. We're going to bring these guys up as well. Yeah, they are pushing down here. Let's go to normal speed here. Really could use some more guns over in this area. Got them moving, but unlimber them, maybe make it a little easier for them. Alright. Alright, we did manage to drive this. Get you over there. If you come up over here. The artillery will bring them out here. There's probably a ton of troops over here I'm just advancing into, but right over here. Looks like they are wavering and pulling back. Let's send Greg across. Followed by McNair. With you taking up the rear. And our guns coming across to right there. Right, everyone's on this side of the river now, so let's bring them down here. What we could do is take this objective and then either move down Brotherton Road or up Reed's Bridge Road to the north. Okay, Armstrong. You come over here. Looks fairly lightly defended down here. As usual, I picked the wrong place to go, so now we're going to have to come up and around to do anything about this. Looks like everyone is kind of getting into position. This guy's all fucked up. Give you an order to halt. Then come down here. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Over here. Now they're engaged by who? Or they're exhausted. Oh, alright. Misread. Alright, Cheatham, come on. Get into position. Let's detach this right here and get him over into the action over here. Right, they're advancing. They need to start firing. Right, you can cease your advance and start firing on him. First Brigade's coming up. They're stacking up pretty nice over here. This is going to be the problem. Problem area right there. See if there's any better area we could take them on in. Might fall back a little bit. Got a ridge line right here we could bring them back to. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring them back, have them fall back just a little bit to this ridge line. See if we can get them up on top of the ridge line. Our artillery broke. Have you hold position. Fall back. Anderson is in cover. He's taking a lot of losses, though. Have you fall back over here. Alright, let's try not to get too tunnel visioned. These guys are still moving into position. Move you up over here. Alright, we did take this one objective right here. Let's push up. Alright, what are we looking at in terms... Things aren't actually going too bad here. Have you come up and hit him. Greg, we'll have you come over here. It is 5 o'clock at night, so we may very well run into nightfall before too long here. Great. They're up to 8.8%. We got 2.9%. Okay, we got artillery reserves coming in. Let's try and rally this guy. Doesn't have a whole lot left to rally. Right, Jackson's brigade. Have you come up a little bit. Kind of relieve the pressure off Anderson, or Sharp. Sharp has taken a lot of casualties. Alright, let's keep pushing here. Get you out in the field like this. Does kind of look like this is the only Union unit we have facing off against us down here. Let's get our commander up a little bit. Have you move up over here. We're going to have your cavalry just move slightly over here to try and catch them on the way out. If we can provide some assistance, that would be fantastic. Let's rally you. Falling back very, very slowly. Okay, our guns don't really have the line of sight that I would expect them to down here. Form up. All these guys are firing on long range. Okay, casualties look fairly good for now. Preston's struggling to get across the river. See if we can may have to start redirecting some of these guys. Walker's division, perhaps. We could always pull back even further and then bring someone else down. Trying to see who hasn't made it across the river yet. He's on his way. He hasn't, so I'm going to give him the order to halt. Then we're going to move him down here just to get him out of the way for now. Okay, our guns are firing from here. Firing from here. These guys are still moving into position. Let's get them up a little bit so they can fire into the Union force coming across the river. Get you moved up a little bit. Got a lot of artillery down here. Really want you to pull back. Let's pull you back behind the line for now. Get our commander behind the line. Okay, these guys are idle. They're engaged. Let's bring them up a little more in line with this brigade here. Let's bring you up. Got a detachment coming at us. Turn and hit that detachment there. We could give orders to bombard. Let's see. Just bombard their position. Alright. So far we haven't seen anybody up here. Get you moved over like this. Still got this cavalry out here. Does look like they're broken though. Oh, here we go. Now we got some forces coming at us. Infantry. 1st Brigade with 2,600. 2nd Brigade with 1,000. Another 2nd Brigade with 1,900. We got our guns out here all by themselves. Oh, they're probably going to die. Alright. Let's give them the order to halt. Then turn. Face them. Let's get Armstrong back. Alright. You Walker. Get you across the bridge. Get your guns across the bridge. Sibley's moving up. Best. Or Gist. Gonna bring you down here. Like this. Not like that, though. I'll just do that. Keep him on this side of the river. How are we doing down here? Detachment's still holding on. Gonna change the order to fire at will. Right, he's moving up. Says he's falling back, but he's actually moving up. Alright, we broke the detachment there. Still trying to get him back behind the line. Second Brigade. Have you open up on Second Brigade. Maybe I should have left the order to bombard, because they are taking casualties deep in their ranks, so... Right. Let's try and rally you. How we doing up here? Alright, we got a detachment out now. Our guns are firing on them, all by them lonesome. Keep up the good work, guys. Cavalry is coming back. Okay. You over here like this. We can hit them from over here too. That would be probably beneficial. Okay, let's get these guys out. Not sure what just happened there. Really don't want them to do that. Bring you out like this. Bring you down. Then you need to come down here as well. Over. These guys are idle. Them a bombard order again. This will do something here. Okay. They're idle. I don't know why they're idle. Right, move you up a little bit. Okay, guest is moving. How long we have until the rest of our 28 hours, 12 hours. Wheeler's 66 hours, holy shit. Right, are we even engaging up here? I don't think we are. They've got Enfield musketoons. Bayes Mill is taken. They have a 400-yard range. Let's move you up like this. Okay. Okay, Armstrong, you need to get into position. I think I'm probably going to bring them up like this to answer this group over here. Liddell. Right, we've got them moving over in this area. We're going to try and come in on them over here as well. So Liddell, what I'm going to have you do is move in on the objective over here. Okay, they're up to 16.9%. Just got to make sure my guys up here don't get wiped out. 2nd Brigade. Have them dismount. You dismount as well. If you come over and hit him, get you over there fairly quick. Got our guns lagging behind. That's all right. Taking surprisingly little losses for what they're up against. Holding their own. Okay. Ammo is starting to become a concern. Let's just start bombarding this area right here. You can hit this area right here. Jackson's taking some pretty major losses. Let's pull him back a little bit. Then we'll have you come up here to take his spot. Stahl's brigade is broken, even though rally. Right, we got the rest of our just coming in here. Bring you down here. Okay, Actor. Bring you up here like this. Let's see. Bring you over here. I know it's not a good idea to separate my forces from their commander like this, but Dibarella is in contact. Alright, so we are... Let's see what we can see here. You dismount. I can find it. Okay, dismount. You move up. Right, they are firing on him. 2nd Brigade with 1800s being held off by our artillery over here. 24%. Okay. Like another one of their brigades is broken. Maybe this bombard is actually starting to have an effect here. All right, he's nervous, so I'm pulling him back. Get our artillery up over here. You... That's Bragg. That's basically the whole army, so... Right, these guys... Buckner's still struggling to get around. Okay, enemy is retreating. Major victory. Okay. We've got 46 minutes to fight this out. Not do anything stupid. These guys broke because of artillery. That's pretty cool. Hit that reserve artillery. Alright, 1st Brigade. We'll have them hit from here. Davidson, you can come up and hit this artillery as well. Alright, not a bad outcome here, considering we had the bulk of their forces down in the south here, where we were kind of a hodgepodge. A little disorganized, but we did form up kind of a line holding them in this salient in the river. Chickamauga. Looks like this cavalry's coming back at us. Did they manage to... Oh, they did. They regrouped a little bit. So we'll have you fire on him. You as well. Everybody's low on ammo. Looks like we managed to push off that. Where are you going? Alright, so this one brigade has 3 cavalry brigades firing into them. These guys have the high ground, which is great. 32%. Holy shit. So it looks like we're going to manage to pull this off before their reinforcements get here. Little still moving into position over here. Have you come down like this, just for shits and giggles, because you're probably not even going to make it down that far. You do what you're doing. You're fine. Everybody else on the front. Let's bring you up a little bit. Push up on this mast right here. I'm wondering how much of an effect the bombardment had on the overall outcome of the battle, because they were kind of collected in this area right here, and I'm thinking bombardment might have just cost them the numbers. That's a pretty good outcome if that's the case. If they get clustered into a single area, just bombard the shit out of the whole area. Shell them. Verdun style. Alright, six minutes left. They're up to 41%. We've already taken out almost half of their forces that they had on the field. 10% for us. There we go. Alright, these guys look like they're calling it a day up here. Yep. So, there we go. Major Confederate victory. 9,000 out of 58,000 to our 4,000 out of 63, so... I will take a major victory at Chickamauga, as opposed to getting beaten repeatedly. Well, disheartening, but that's this battle. So next we are going to be, it's a rather small battle. Olustee. It's Olustee Station, Florida, or Ocean Pond, whichever. 5,000 versus 5,500. It's listed as a Confederate victory. Guy Henry, Montgomery, Joseph Hawley, William Barton under the command of Truman Seymour. We're going to have Joseph Finnegan with Colquitt. And George P. Harrison? Hmm? That name sounds familiar. Anyway, Olustee's going to be for the next episode. Pretty good victory here. I'm pleased with the outcome. If you like the episode, hit the like button. If you would like to follow along through the rest of the historical battles, after this, as far as Grand Tactician goes, I'm going to be starting a Confederate campaign in the later dates. So that should be interesting. After this, we have Wilderness, Newmarket, Bentonville, and Appomattox. So we are 4 away from finishing these historical battles in the series. If you want to follow along, hit the subscribe. Leave your thoughts, tips, and advice in the comment section below. And we will see you in Florida for our next episode. J76NY saying thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a very good day.